Fallout 76 is rumoured to be some sort of online survival RPG game. We don't know if this is true and whether or not the game will still feature a solely single player option. In today's video I'm going to go through 7 reasons why you should revisit Fallout New Vegas in preparation for Fallout 76. Especially if the rumours are true and Fallout 76 is a completely different game to what we anticipated. The first reason is purely because of the depth of the gameplay. This may seem like a generic reason as to why you should just play the game, but I think it's incredibly important to head into Fallout 76 with knowledge of just how deep and impactful New Vegas was, so one can truly assess, is Fallout 76 the in-depth game that we've come to expect following the release of New Vegas? Although admittedly Fallout 4 wasn't as deep, but the standard is still there and we expect Fallout 76 to live up to that. The gameplay of New Vegas is truly deep in the sense that with each playthrough it feels almost as if you are playing a new game. You can join and leave factions at will, there are multiple quest endings, there's even a hardcore mode to vary things. Skill assignment at the beginning of the game actually matters, and depending on what you choose, you'll become a different sort of character. In addition, the decisions are not simply between what is good and what is evil. They're a lot deeper. Siding with the Legion, for example, is obviously evil. Kazar will inevitably enslave the natives for the sake of his twisted ideology and worldview. However, if you decide to create an independent New Vegas, anarchy is barely suppressed by the Securitrons. The only ending that can be perceived as good is perhaps the NCR one, but they too impose themselves heavily on the population. So in the end, there's no one good best ending. Arguably, it depends on someone's opinion. The second reason is because of the story of the game. It's pretty obvious that the story of New Vegas is immensely complex. There are 6 different endings regarding who takes Hoover Dam, and then 15 other endings regarding how this is done. There are 4 Black Mountain endings, 9 endings regarding the Boomer faction, 5 Brotherhood endings, and so on. The story of the game is just so complex and dependent upon your actions and your decisions. It's one of those games that sort of reflects who you are or who you want to be through the outcomes that come about through your decisions. For example, there's one ending where you are instrumental to the NCR overtaking the Hoover Dam, but in doing so you use brutal methods that the NCR themselves heavily dislike. Compared to most modern games, the story, evident through the many complex endings, is so varied and one where your choices really matter. It does truly feel like you are making the story your own. I think it's important to appreciate just how complex, fulfilling and individual a Fallout storyline can feel before experiencing the unknown quantity of Fallout 76, a game Bethesda have said will have a strong storyline. A massive reason to play Fallout New Vegas again is because of the skills. Skills have a purpose in Fallout New Vegas. There was no need to build your character in a suitable way to circumvent challenges in Fallout 3, whereas New Vegas' skills are essential to the game. Having a high skill in laser weapons will render you having a very different playthrough to if you invest most of your skill points in speech. Having a higher speech level can mean bypassing entire quest lines or accessing convenient information. There are actual tangible rewards for investing in skills and penalties for ignoring others. Fallout 4 went back on this a fair amount. There was no real tenacity to it, similar to Fallout 3. By the time I was at Concord, I'd usually completely forgotten what I'd actually invested my skills into because it really doesn't matter. It's easy to appreciate the diversity of the factions in Fallout New Vegas. I've already mentioned how good they are, and admittedly they're quite good in Fallout 4 as well. How you deal with factions in New Vegas in-game changes how you can travel, where you can go, to whom you can speak and how much you pay for merchandise. There's also karma to take into account too, which dictates which quests you can unlock. Furthermore, the factions aren't empty like they are in other games. You can't simply waltz in and become the leader. Again, you're simply one other character in the wasteland. If Fallout 76 is online, it'd be very interesting to see how they do the factions and whether they'll be as good and as in-depth as they are in Fallout New Vegas. The fifth reason is because Fallout New Vegas offers a different game mode, hardcore mode, which is primarily about survival. It'll be interesting to compare Fallout 76 to this, as it is rumoured to be a survival game. In New Vegas, the hardcore mode added another layer of depth. Will it be the same for Fallout 76, or will it overbear on the story and the quests and the lore of the game and the general depth? The sixth main reason is because of the setting. Many people obviously assume that 76 will be set in West Virginia, but others have asserted that this isn't necessarily the case. The song in the trailer could be metaphorical rather than literal. Fallout New Vegas took us to a completely new area of the wasteland. It'd be interesting again to compare how 76 does this if it does take us somewhere completely new. Finally, Fallout New Vegas is single player. This is the #1 reason why you should replay it before Fallout 76. There have been some fairly credible assertions that Fallout 76 will be an online survival RPG. Ultimately, we don't know if this is true, but as arguably the best single player Fallout game to date, this may be your last chance to delve into a fleshed out single player Fallout before the new entry into the series. I think, personally, New Vegas epitomizes what a Fallout game should be. Fallout 76 might be a good innovation though, or it might be absolutely awful. Either way, playing Fallout New Vegas should be a priority for anyone planning to get Fallout 76. It's perhaps the best way to prepare for the new exciting entry into the series. Thanks for watching this video. If you're interested in other Bethesda news and Elder Scrolls as well as Fallout content, then feel free to check out my channel. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.